This is our theme song.
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 We stole it from TV. We gonna be on TV, and we gonna be on TV for eternity. Nah, it's good, y'all.
Hi guys.
We stole that from a show we watched called
Johnny Loves Jenny.
But yeah, we wanted to come to you guys again, and you know, it's been so long. It's actually been like 2 months, guys, since we seen you. So we felt like it was long overdue and we needed to make another video. As you can see, Greedy's stuffing her face because she's about to go to work. So she's trying to get some quick food in before she gotta clock in. So today we wanted to come to you guys and talk about the movie Birth of a Nation. We felt like it was a perfect movie to see as a couple and have for discussion. You know, so
I wouldn't say that was a perfect movie to see, because boy oh boy did I cry in that movie. Like,
I mean, yeah, it was a sensitive movie, you know, because anything that has to do with our culture and slavery days and anything about us being oppressed is always going to be one of those movies that's touchy subjects. But honestly, I could say that the one thing about this movie that set things differently is the fact that it showed both a different side of Christianity and it also showed a different side of slavery. If you know
Christianity, that was a little crazy to me. That whole aspect of how they let him only read certain part of the Bibles when they was going out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that was just...
But that's why I said it gave a different aspect, because usually you'll see the whole, you know, trade, and you'll see, you know, just what blacks had to go through, but you don't see the fact that, you know, bringing Christianity, and the reason why people battle so much with religion is because back in those days, slave owners definitely, you know, taught blacks certain parts of the Bible to make them feel like being oppressed was something that they were supposed to be. So, you know, I think that, you know, Nat Turner was the person who showed that there's a different side of Christianity, and that they weren't only speaking to us as people, but they were speaking to everybody as a whole. God was speaking to everybody as a whole, and that, you know, people should be punished for the way that they are behaving and the way that they're treating people or whatever. And the black people didn't have those ideals to believe in, because slave owners took, like she said, took certain parts of the Bible and pretty much turned it into the reason why we have slavery, or the fact that we're supposed to be slaves. I think it was interesting to see a preacher, you know, hold a rebel like that. Because it also showed that, you know, one, we're not perfect people, but at the same time, like, in a way, he kind of was still
human.
He was human. He was fighting for what he felt was right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, after they then raped his wife.
Yeah, it showed that black people were strong enough back then to rebel. It showed that black people did have some type of power, but they didn't want that to be shown. You know what I mean? Because they wanted that to be something that was left out so that other slaves didn't try it. They didn't want Nat Turner to be legendary. They didn't want him to be something that
they didn't want him to win.
Right, you know what I mean? So what he did?
He won. He
well,
won.
He
tried.
Win.
No, he won.
But
because he got them dudes together.
Right.
And if it wasn't for that little boy, you understand what I'm saying? If it wasn't for that little boy going and being a little, excuse me, but a bitch ass, they would have been able to take over. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe not take over, but
yeah,
they would have killed a lot more people.
And it's crazy, because that's just the beginning of... See, I look at Birth of a Nation in so many different ways, because to me that was the beginning of showing that black people could be strong.
Amen.
You know what I mean? But it also was the beginning of a repeated history, because everything black people ever built, everything black people ever came together to do, you know, they were successful for a while. And here comes, you know, the white man taking that away from them. So, I mean, I'm going to be honest, it's a must-see movie. I think it's something that all of us should see as far as culture is concerned, so that we can know, like, you know what I mean? Even our ancestors had to rebel to try to be great, to try to be free, to fight for something. You know what I mean? So,
but you also have to be careful with this movie because it will make you mad. Like, it will make you mad. It will make you want to rebel. But I think we should think about rebelling and not just go out there and start being aggravated and like difficult with all the Caucasian people and the police and things like that. I think that we need to really come together,
right? Take
example. And think about if we really came together, how we can like maybe make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's
us marching and things like that is not changing nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want us to go out there and be violent, but at the end of the day, that is the only thing that, you know what I'm saying, kind of really creates change. You understand? Rebelling is like the only thing.
Anything we do is going to be looked at as a rebellion. That's the honesty. You know what I'm saying? Anything that we do as a people is going to be looked at as a rebellion. But the one thing that I do like about this movie is that we as people were beginning to lose hope. Mm-hmm. And feel as though there's nothing else that could have been done in this world that would have, you know, that would fix things, that would make things better. And it pretty much brings back that hope and lets us know, like, you know what I mean? If we all just come together as a people, that's what they're afraid of. That's what they don't want. They know that we can come together. They know that that's a possibility. So they try everything to make us lose hope. We look at these protests and things of that nature and say it's not doing nothing. But you know, when you look back at history, how many times they had to march over that bridge, how many times they had to do certain things. You know what I mean? You look at things like Black Wall Street and stuff. People can be successful. So I think it just gives back a piece of hope.
And what did they do to Black Wall Street? Didn't they come and burn that sucker down? But why did they come and burn it down? Because they said that a little black boy had spoken to a white woman, and then the crew of men came back and beat him, and then they just burnt them down. Like,
but that was because they was too scared that the black economy that they had in that town, they were scared that it was going to expand, and they were scared that was going to end up being something, and that black people were going to end up taking their freedom and their independence and creating their own.
But my point of it was that we were so great. We were beginning to be so great. They had to find any little minor thing to bring us down, which is what they do still with the cigarettes. How they killed the man over the cigarettes. How they killed the man over the CDs. How they just kill men for reaching for IDs, and you understand what I'm saying? Any little thing to bring us down.
Yes.
It's just crazy to me. And you know, with me having a son out here in these streets and just my wife, me too, like I pray heavy every single day, because you know, you never know. Oh man, it's bad.
That's true.
It's really, really, really bad. But at what point do we come together and say enough is enough? At the end of the day, if Trump made president, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Right. we
might be back in chains and stuff like that.
Right.
And that's crazy and scary at the same time.
At the end of the day, you know, we as a people, we're in my eyes, we're never safe. Like my man from Empire said, it's always a black thing. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we gotta just make sure that, you know, we're doing the things that we need to do to try to make change. Everybody's so uptight about voting, and trust me, I don't want to vote. If I want to go in there and put down John Doe, he's nuts. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like, we don't realize the severity of voting, and we don't realize the severity of who these two candidates are, you know. And I mean, we always say vote for the lesser evil, but at the end of the day, let's be real. You know what I mean? Do we want Trump running our country? Like, but this honestly, is a big joke to him at the end of the day.
Exactly. And I think that honestly, this is just my opinion though, I think that Trump is not gonna win. I do think that Hillary is going to win. I think that, you know, like, it's a show, really. Like, that's what this is. And I think that Hillary is really gonna win. I'm not sure if I'm really happy about that.
All I'm
to
saying
get
is
the
this.
lesser of the two evils. I don't want neither one of them in there.
All I'm
And that's
saying
God's
is this.
honest truth.
All I know is that I hope Hillary is just running so Bill can have another term.
But a lot of people say that even when Bill was president, it was Hillary that was really running this bitch. I mean, sucker, excuse me, guys.
Whatever, you know what I mean?
All my babies that watch
But,
us.
you know, like I said, go see the movie.
It is a great movie.
Make the best out of it.
You know what I think they need to do now? They need to do the Richard Allen story.
I mean, that would be great too.
That would be
That
great.
would be awesome, the Richard Allen stuff. In fact, I think they just made a movie about Richard Allen, if I'm not mistaken. I think they did make a movie, or they making something. There's definitely something out about Richard Allen. On Miami's, please comment below and let us know the movie, the name of the Richard Allen movie, if there is one out. But yeah, please go see Birth of a Nation. I mean, I believe that they could have made that turn a lot more tougher than he was. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's the history is definitely there. So
Yeah.
go see it.
I guess
Check
they
it
got
out.
the
Have
gist of the
discussions.
movie.
Open your kids' minds.
Of the man.
Open up
Sorry.
your minds. You know, talk about this. Open it up. You know, help our black men and women see that, you know, this is what we went through and that they need to create change. Like, let's work on creating some type of change.
Okay,
On
I'm
that
at the
note,
place of business.
Peace out. We'll see y'all later.
We love
Hopefully
you
we'll come
lots.
with another vlog, another discussion, another day.
Yes.
Love you guys. Love you.
Mwah.
Bye.
Deuces.